Once again, we're looking for the owners of a Hydro Flask bottle. It's got a sloth sticker on it and a red rubber bottom. Red rubber bottom. Come to the party deck. It's like, I don't know, I think 32 ounces. Yeah, come get it. Walker Stadium, how about a warm Wolf Wednesday welcome for your umpires? We'll take a smattering of applause. For your own personal safety and the safety of all those around you, please be aware that a baller bat may leave the playing field at any time and enter the spectator areas. Please pay attention while you enjoy the game. Jeremiah, did you get Andy and Dylan right there? I love that.
Well, good afternoon, baseball friends. Welcome to another episode of Pickles Baseball. Running a little bit behind tonight, so we are going to go ahead and kick it down to our public address announcers, Joe Simons and Jeremiah Coughlin.
The returning champ from Seattle, Jeremiah Coughlin, is your on-field host. Tonight is game 24 of the 2023 regular season that'll be played at Walker Stadium this summer. Tonight we're back at the Walk for Wolf Wednesday and Bernice Mountain Dog Night presented by PGE. Dogs, dogs, and more dogs with an emphasis on the big Bernice fluffy fellas. Woo! Have fun with your pooches tonight.
You know what? Next Wednesday, Joe.
Tell me.
It's Corgi Day.
Is that right?
Yep. And he'll be here again.
Okay, good. Just testing the waters tonight.
Yeah, so far so good. You know, she's just a baby.
How old?
She's 1.
That's nice.
She's eating some of the dirt, which is gross, but, you know, what are you going to do?
Checking out field conditions.
Just keeping the grounds crew honest.
That's right.
Love that. All right. Keep reading.
Do we have our hometown hero, Jeremiah?
Oh, yeah, I found him right here.
It's now time for a special moment here at Walker Stadium, as it's time for a hometown hero presentation for Wendy Bond. Wendy is the definition of a rock star volunteer. She's on the Portland Walk to End Alzheimer's Planning Committee and on the board of directors for the Alzheimer's Association. She also helps run a monthly program for people who care for their loved ones with Alzheimer's. She's been involved with the Walk to End Alzheimer's for 33 years.
Wow. Let's hear it. Make some noise, Walker Stadium. How cool is that?
It gets better. It gets better. Oh, we're not done. We're not done.
What?
Over that time, her team, Wendy's Walkers, has raised over $150,000.
Incredible.
For her 30th year, she raised just over 34 grand in a single year alone.
My goodness.
Wendy walks for the 4 family members she's lost to Alzheimer's. Her grandma Rose, mother Marjorie, Uncle Wayne, and Auntie Norma. How about a big hand for Wendy Bond, our hometown hero?
Thank you, Wendy. Appreciate you.
One more time for Wendy, a real hero among us. Woo!
like a well-oiled machine, friends. Glad to see you all
Mr.
in the
Coughlin,
chat.
you think we're
I'm
in
going to
place
kick it
for
back down
our
to them
ceremonial
now.
First pitch.
According to the kids in dog costumes, I think we are ready.
If you can't trust them, who can you?
Right?
Our ceremonial first pitch tonight will be thrown out by John Smith of Bernice Pacific Northwest. Accompanied by, of course, Huckleberry. Steve Reich. One more round of applause for John Smith and Huckleberry. It's now time to meet the starters for tonight's game. First for the visiting Walla Sweets. Leading off and playing second from Colorado Mesa U, number 3, Kennedy Hara. Batting second and playing right from UCLA, number 28, Aiden Espinoza. Batting third and playing center from William & Mary, number 6, Ben Parker. Batting cleanup for the Sweets, the first baseman from Northwest Nazarene College, number 21, Manny Casillas. Batting fifth, the left fielder from Lower Columbia, number 33, Caden Watipka. Batting sixth and playing third from Walla Community College, number 57, Mason Millar. Batting seventh, the designated hitter from Yakima Valley College, number 32, Caleb Gray. Batting eighth for the Sweets and playing catcher from Walla Community College, number 12, Davis Carr. Batting ninth, the right fielder from Lewis and Clark State College, Cruz Hepburn. Starting on the mound for the Sweets, number 5 from Blue Mountain Community College, Otho Savage. Walker Stadium, are you ready to meet your Pickles?
And he's ready, Joe.
Leading off and patrolling center field from University of Hawaii, number 9, Nigel Calderon. Batting second on the hot corner from University of Oregon, number 41, Jackson Jaha. Batting third, your designated hitter from St. Mary's, number 1, Dalton Mayshore. Batting cleanup for the Picks, the left fielder from University of Nevada, number 44, Jesse Pierce. Batting fifth and playing short from University of the Pacific, number 6, Jack Metcho. Batting sixth and playing first from Cal Poly, number 34, Evan Cloyd. Batting seventh, your second baseman from Long Beach State, number 10, Armando Briseño. Batting eighth is your man behind the plate from UCLA, number 30, Cashel Duggar. Batting ninth and playing right from University of Washington, number 4, Cooper Witten. And starting on the mound for Portland from University of Hawaii, number 51, Itsuki Takamoto. Woo! The Bengals are coached by Jordan Barkus, Griffin Williams, and Brian Grant. The associate head coach is Jim Hopple, and the Picks are managed by Mark Max Magdaleno. At this time, we ask that if you are able to please stand and direct your attention to the flag in left field for our national anthem sung by Sarah Maines.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Sarah Maines.
Nice job, Sarah.
All right, broadcast friends, welcome in. Glad to have you along for this game 2 of our 3-game set against the Walla Sweets. I'm Mike Checks, working alongside Gary, Crow, Mo, Molly, and Sam, along with many others, and we'll be bringing you all of the action from tonight's game and the remaining games in the 2023 West Coast League season. Also joining us in the booth this series is Gary Ederle, voice of the Walla Sweets. Always happy to have him in here along with us. It is Woof Wednesday, as you've probably figured out by now, one of my favorite days of the week. Specifically focusing on Burmese mountain dogs. And there are a number of them here at the stadium. Amazing. Is there a Pomeranian night? I don't actually know the answer to that question. Jack Ivey, Tom Jones, Debbie joining us, Meredith Henning, glad to have you along. Daniel in the chat as well, glad to have you joining us, friends. Should be a beautiful night for baseball. JK checking in as well. My madre, Rogue Runner 90, watching us on an airplane. That's amazing. Glad you could join us. Hope the flight is delightful. Game time temperature here at Walker Stadium, 82 degrees and partly cloudy. A swirling wind out of the north by northwest at 5 miles an hour, and we know it is swirling because the bubbles that are going behind us are ending up in front of us, which is one of my favorite things. Janice Ferguson checking in. Glad to have you along. Madison, is Damien coming for Trailblazer night? Well, I hope so. 10-12 first pitch. We haven't gotten to the first pitch yet, Tom. Yeah, you jumped the gun a little, friend. It's going to be Kennedy Hara, Aiden Espinoza, and Ben Parker for the Sweets here in the first inning. That is Itsuki Takemoto out on the mound for your Portland Pickles. He'll be throwing to Cashel Duggar tonight. Takemoto comes set. First pitch on the way, 7:13 p.m. That went in for a strike, 0-1. Over under tonight set at 2 hours and 52 minutes. The under won by a lot last night. The umpires do travel around the league, Steve. We'll get a handful of different crews throughout the season. Next pitch fouled into the netting on the right. 0-2 on Hara. Behind Takemoto, that's Evan Cloyd at first, Armando Briseño at second, Jackson Jaha at third, Jack Metcho at short, Jesse Pierce, Nigel Calderon, and Cooper Whitten, your outfielders. From left to right. Wide and Takemoto's 0-2 pitch, fouled off. Right into the Sweets dugout, actually. Debbie taking the under. What did I take tonight? I took the under. The press box slightly leaning toward the over tonight. And Tsuki set once again. 0-2 on the way, swung on. Bouncer towards third. Fielded by Jaha, the throw over to first in time. 5-3 the put out.
Now batting the right fielder from UCLA, number 28, Aiden Espinoza.
Right fielder Aiden Espinoza to the plate. We try to keep it fun here. Shadows as they normally are, covering a majority of the outfield and creeping into the infield. First pitch to Espinoza, over for a strike. 0-1. Takamoto likes to pause mid-windup, then throw. 0-1, bounced foul on the right. Seems to suit him well, also helps to throw off the timing of the hitters. Comes set at the waist. 0-2 on the way, swung on and fouled off. Count stays 0-2. Lewis Rose is checking in. Getting off work a little earlier now. That or we're starting the games a little later, friend. Glad to have you along. Takamoto now with the 0-2 pitch, swung on and a bouncer foul. Number of dogs here at the ballpark tonight. Wolf Wednesday always draws well, and tonight no exception. Wind and the 0-2 once again, swung on and missed, got him. Aiden Espinoza down on strikes. Ron the K-Man will hang the first K out in left field. 2 away here in the first inning. That's going to bring up center fielder Ben Parker. Tom Jones already peeking ahead to the West Coast League scores. Well done. Takamoto's first pitch of this at-bat fouled off to the parking lot, 0-1. New baseballs being delivered to our home plate umpire tonight, Tyler Jetting, our field umpire, Jacob Hudson. Takamoto set. 0-1 on the way now. Inside, ball one. Takamoto has his sign. 1-1 on the way. Swung on and hit towards second. Past Armando Briseño and into right field. Cooper Witten gets the ball in, a 2-out single for Ben Parker.
Standing for this week's the first baseman for Northwest Nazarene College, number 21, Manny Casillas.
2 away for first baseman Manny Casillas. Oh, Debbie, we tried to get a K delivered last night. Unfortunately, we couldn't track down Morris Austin after the game. Wind in the first pitch of this at-bat in there for a strike. 0-1. Mitch Miles, glad to have you along again. Beautiful night for a ball game. Takamoto's always fun to watch pitch. 0-1 on the way, misses low and inside. One and one the count. Casillas steps back in. Suke comes set. Fakes a throw over to first base. Evan Cloyd holding Ben Parker on. Takamoto with the 1-1. Misses high, ball 2. We might try and send him one later. We may undergo some efforts to try and get that to him in the future. Or present him with one when he comes back for Pickles Draftees Day at some point. 2-1 pitch, misses outside, ball 3. 3-1. It wasn't for lack of trying, and in Ron, the K-Man's defense, he does multiple things out there, so he doesn't always have his eye on the chat and missed that part of our conversation. Wind and the 3-1 pitch on the way now. Over the outside part of the plate for a strike. Count goes to 3-2. Full count, 2 down in the first inning. Ben Parker on at first. Casillas steps back in. Takamoto comes set. 3-2 on the way. Swung on and dug out, but foul on the left side. Caden Wotipka on deck. Casillas taps home plate. He's back in. Takamoto set at the belt. 3-2 on the way. Swung on, popped up. Shallow center field. Out goes Mecho and makes the catch. P6 to put out on Casillas, and that will do it for the Sweets in the first. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on. Time for the Pickles to play offense. No score here at Walker Stadium.
Come to Oaks Park, where there's great fun for everyone. You won't run away, because a good time has so much fun.
Oaks Amusement Park is open for family fun Tuesday through Sunday all summer long. Located in Southeast Portland, a visit to the Oaks is an easy way to enjoy some quality family time while creating memories that will last a lifetime. Come for rides. Come for roller skating. Come for mini golf. Come for games. Come for the smiles on the faces of your friends and family as they enjoy the safe, wholesome fun of Oregon's historic amusement park. Make your visit on a weekday and save with summer discount deals, courtesy of Oaks Park's community partners. Check out oakspark.com to view this year's deals and plan your family fun.
Oaks Amusement Park.
Welcome back, friends. It'll be Nigel Calderon, Jackson Jaha, and Dalton Mayshore for your Pickles here in the first inning.
From University of Hawaii, number 9, Nigel Calderon.
That is Otho Savage out there on the mound for the Walla Walla Sweets from Blue Mountain Community College. Only 1 game so far, 0-1 with a 16.87 ERA. Winding his first pitch of the ball game in the dirt, ball 1. He's throwing to Davis Carr behind home plate. Manny Casillas at first, Kennedy Hara at second, Cruz Hepburn at short, Mason Millar at third, Caden Wotipka, Ben Parker, and Aiden Espinoza, the Sweets outfielders from left to right. 1-0 pitch on the way. That one in there for a strike. Count evens up at 1-1. April H. joining us. Glad to have you along, friend. Calderon steps back in. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and hit through the hole on the left side. That'll be a base hit. Leadoff single for Nigel Calderon.
Here's your third baseman from the U of O, number 41, Jackson Jaha.
Calderon on at first. Third baseman Jackson Jaha to the plate. Paul Smithson checking in. Glad to have you along. First pitch of this at-bat outside. Ball 1. Nice stop by Davis Carr. Manny Casillas manning first base. Going to keep Calderon honest. 1-0 pitch on the way now. Swung on. Little blooper into right center field. That is going to get down for a base hit and roll all the way to the warning track. Being waved in is Nigel Calderon. The throw to the plate is going to be past Davis Carr. Fans raise those chairs. RBI double for Jackson Jaha here in the first inning. And 2 batters in. Your Portland Pickles have already pushed across today's first run.
Even going for your designated hitter from St. Mary's. Number 1, Dalton Bayshore.
So Calderon led off with a single. Jackson Jaha bats second, had a double. What are the chances that Dalton Mayshore batting third is going to have a triple? Savage's first pitch of the at-bat misses low and away, ball 1. Morris Austin, check it in. Glad to have you along. Look back towards second. 1-0 pitch on the way. Misses high. Ball 2. 2-0. Green smoke out in the bullpen. Wafting out of the stadium, not into the field of play tonight. Although that could change at any second. And it has. 2-0 pitch swung on and fouled off towards the parking lot. Yeah, there's going to be a conference of colored smoke and bubbles at some point. Right. Now we've got it creeping into left field there. Winding the 2-1 pitch now. Swung on, and that one hit towards center field. Almost not moving at all is Ben Parker. We're going to go ahead and call that L8. Dalton Mayshore retired.
Here's your left fielder from University of Nevada. Number 44, Jesse Pierce.
Left fielder Jesse Pierce to the plate now. Runner on in scoring position, 1 down. Green smoke still swirling out in left field. It is up above the fence area, though. Winding the pitch on the way, swung on and fouled into the netting on the right. 0-1 on Pierce. Jaha gets his lead at second base. My guess is it's Kennedy Hara's responsibility to keep him on. 0-1 pitch, swung on, popped up. Right side, will it stay in play? It will not. Will anybody make the catch? No, they will not. Off the 10 to the Rally Gator bar down the first baseline. Bob Van Dam back. Glad to have you. Stan Cotto is not in the lineup as of right now. He is listed on the roster for tonight, so you might see him later, Lewis. Rumors were swirling we might see him pitch this evening. 1-0 pitch. Taken into shallow right field. No, it's actually going to be Kennedy O'Hara ranging over to make the play. P4, the put out on Jesse Pierce.
Here comes your shortstop from University of the Pacific. Number 6.
2 out now in the bottom of the first inning, and then I'll bring up your shortstop, number 6, Jack Metcho. You know, Paul, I'm not exactly sure what coach's plans are for Stan Cotto. Savage with the first pitch of the at-bat, missing in, ball 1. I could see him possibly in a closer role. Savage comes set. 1-0 on the way. Misses up, ball 2. Tomorrow night's game, Portland Trailblazer night. 7:05 start time once again. Join us at the stadium if you can. Should be a great night for a ball game. 2-0 pitch fouled off toward the parking lot. Count goes to 2-1. Get tickets for tomorrow night's game. Visit picklesbaseball.com. It is Wolf Wednesday today. The Puppers parade in the middle of the 4th. Always excited about that. 2-1 pitch on the way. Outside, ball 3. 3-1. Yes, Wolf Wednesday with a focus on Burmese mountain dogs. of which there are numerous here at the stadium tonight. I didn't know there were that many in Portland, to be honest. Savage with the 3-1, misses ball 4. Jack Metcho works a 2-out walk. Runners now on first and second. That'll bring up your first baseman, number 34, Evan Cloyd.
Number 34, Evan Cloyd.
Pickles chat looking for another run or two, and I don't blame y'all. Get the party started early tonight. Pitch on the way, swung on and popped foul. Oh, wow. Quite a jump, but that actually ended up in the out of play. Casillas jumping into the netting there on the right side. Cloyd back in the box. Savage comes set. Looks back at second. 0-1 on the way now. Over for a strike. Count goes 0-2 on Cloyd. Armando Briseño on deck should Cloyd reach. Oh, Paul, I don't doubt that. A Burmese puppy. Oh, super cute. 0-2 pitch on the way. Fouled off onto the right tone pole. Count stays 0-2. Bubbles back in front of the press box once again. Runners get their leads. Savage with the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled off again. Outfielders playing straight up for Walla Walla. Metcho gets his lead at first. Jaha a lead at second. Savage comes set. Looks back at second. And again. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on. Bouncer to the left side. And that is going to be through for a base hit. Being waved in. Jackson Jaha. No throw to the plate. RBI single for Evan Cloyd. Hey, hey, what do you say? Raise those chairs, Pickles fans. Jackson Jaha, who had the first RBI of the game, comes in to score. Jack Metcho advances to second base, and that'll bring up your second baseman, Armando Briseño. Partying in Chat Town right now. Wine and the pitch on the way in the dirt again, and they stop by Davis' car behind the dish. Jack, I honestly don't know. I'm so bad with my dog breeds. They're big floofs. I know that much. And everyone that I came across tonight was super friendly. Savage with the 1-0 pitch. Outside, ball 2, 2-0. Let's go Armando indeed. Had a night last night. 3 for 4, 2 runs scored and an RBI. Wind in the 2-0 pitch. Swung on. That one's going to get down for a base hit into center field. Rounding third and heading for home. Jack Metcho sliding into third safely is Evan Cloyd. RBI single for Armando Briseño. Bernice. Okay, thank you. My bad.
Now
I don't know.
the catcher from UCLA, number 30, Cashel Duggar.
Cashel Duggar to the plate. 2 down in the first inning. Armando Briseño at first, Evan Cloyd at third. Savage's pitch swung on, popped up, right field. Espinoza giving chase and tracks it down, and that will do it for your Pickles here in the first inning. But they were able to plate 3 runs on 4 base hits, and they left 2 runners on. Friends, we are through 1 frame here at Walker Stadium. Pickles 3, Sweets nothing.
8.5?
Stronger.
9%?
Yes.
9.5% ABV!
Juice Force IPA. Live rangerously.
Save money on your transportation costs with TriMet's reduced fare transit card. If you meet income requirements, get your first month free while you enjoy unlimited rides on buses and trains. Learn more and apply today at trimet.org/save.
Welcome to Stormbreaker Brewing, located off North Lombard in St. John's, Portland. We have plenty of space on the patio or up at the bar. We look forward to getting to know you over a delicious handcrafted cocktail or one of our rotating fresh pints. Whether you're looking for something light, dark, hoppy, or not hoppy, we've got you covered. Enjoy our extensive menu for both meat eaters and vegetarians with plenty of options to go. We love our pub in St. John's and meeting everyone that comes in. Hope to see you soon.
All righty, friends, welcome back. It's Suke Takamoto back out throwing. It's going to be Caden Wotipka, Mason Millar, and Caleb Gray for the Walla Walla Sweets here in the second inning. Nice throw down to second. Cashel Duggar behind the plate tonight. So left fielder Caden Wotipka stands in. Wotipka from Lower Columbia College up in my neck of the woods. First pitch of the second frame, swung on and rocketed out to left center field. That's going to be off the top of the wall. No, that's gone. Wow. Caden Wotipka with a rocket out to left center field. Went over the PGE banner out there.
Now batting third baseman, Walla Community College, number 57, Mason Millar.
Well, it is criminal they decided the first half before that. Also criminal that we couldn't get that series with Springfield completed before that, but that's all right. So 1 in, Mason Millar to the plate now. That pitch swung on and hit hard to right center. Actually, more right field. Cooper Witten able to make the play. P9 for Mason Millar. Ron the K-Man saying that one went all the way through the trees out there in left center. So that was clobbered, is what the scientific term for that is. Looks like Takamoto wants a new baseball, and we'll get one. Well, no more of those. Agreed, friend. We've reached our quota for the day, thank you. We will have no more. So Caleb Gray up at plate. First pitch he sees from Takamoto on the way. Misses outside, ball 1. Well, Tom, don't step out any longer. Itsuki now with the 1-0 pitch, misses well away, ball 2. 2-0. A leadoff home run by Caden Wotipka here. Put Walla Walla on the board. 2-0 pitch on the way, over for a strike. Count goes to 2-1. And the Pickles played carousel on the base paths in the bottom of the first inning, plating 3 runs. 2-1 now on its way in, over for a strike. Count evens up at 2-2. Run through some of the West Coast League scores here in just a moment. Takamoto set. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on, fouled off to the left. Count stays 0-2. Did Jeremiah warn the fans to look out after the ball had hit the ground? Okay. All right. Fair enough. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on, popped up. That's not getting out of the infield. Jackson Jaha comes in, makes the catch. P5 to put out on Caleb Gray. Let's take a look at some of those West Coast League scores. In Nanaimo, they are in the bottom of the fourth inning. The Wenatchee Apple Sox with a 5-1 lead. In Bellingham, the Ridgefield Raptors 3, Bells nothing. That game in the top of the fourth. Corvallis Knights with a 2-0 lead over the Springfield Drifters in the top of the fifth inning. And this is catcher Davis Carr at the plate. Fouls the first pitch off of Cashel Duggar. Duggar goes to retrieve the ball and doesn't appear to be any worse for wear. Settles back in behind home plate. Itsuki has his sign. Comes set. 0-1 on the way. Bunt shown, pulled back, pitch over for a strike. 0-2. In Bend, the Cowlitz Black Bears, who have been surging as of late, lead the Elks 4-0. That game in the top of the fifth inning. Takamoto now with the 0-2 pitch. Check swing. Pitch misses low and away. Appeal down to first. Did not go. 1-2 the count. The Victoria Harbor Cats playing at home tonight, hosting the Port Angeles Lefties. That game, top 4. Harbor Cats 3, Lefties nothing. And in Kamloops, the North Paws trailing Edmonton 2-1 in the bottom of the fourth. 1-2 pitch on the way. Check swing. The appeal down to first. Did not go. Count evens up at 2-2. Two pitch, swung on and missed. Got him, strike 3. Second strikeout for Itsuke Takemoto. And that'll do it for the Swedes here in the second inning. They do get 1 run on 1 hit, no errors and no runners left on. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Your score, 3-1 Portland.
Tired of beer that's just too bland? No problem! Introducing the amazing Voodoo Ranger IPA. It's bright, popping, plus you can take it almost anywhere. So stop drinking boring beer and start living rangerously today. Alrighty, baseball friends, we are back. Bottom of the second inning for your Pickles. It's going to be Cooper Witten, Nigel Calderon, and Jackson Jaha.
A good evening to Rick Imus and Jonathan joining us in the chat. First pitch, bottom second over for a strike, 0-1. I haven't been to Goss Stadium yet. Going to be warm there this weekend from what I understand. 0-1 pitch on the way, swung on, popped up right side in foul territory. And just clears the stands down into the pizza bunker area. The Atlas Pizza Bunker. 0-2 the count on Whitten. Savage with the 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed, got him. First strikeout for Otho Savage.
Now batting, number 9, Nigel Calderon.
Calderon singled way back in the first inning, came around to score one batter later. First pitch he sees, bunt shown, pulled back 0-1. Because the Pickles are going to bring the heat. Yeah. Savage into his motion, 0-1 on the way, swung on and missed. Nice looking off-speed pitch at 77 miles an hour. Count 0-2. Calderon steps back in. Savage steps off for a moment. Some chatter down on the field. And a pitch clock violation on Nigel Calderon for the strikeout. What direction do we draw the K in that one, Gary? I assume that's a backward K. I suppose Ron the K-Man can chime in on that. I'm writing it as a backwards K. I feel like we should move it a different direction. 0-1 pitch missing outside. Count evens up at 1-1. Jaha taps home plate and steps back in. Savage with the 1-1, swung on and fouled off. Jaha behind in the count, 1-2. No, we are enforcing the pitch clock. We're just not letting anybody know what it is. That is seemingly the official stance. 1-2 pitch, swung on and fouled back. Count goes to 1-2. Credit to Tyler Jetting, though. Let us know what was going on. So communication starting to get a little bit better. Wind in the 1-2 pitch outside. Ball 2. Jackson Jaha with an RBI double, his first trip to the plate. Wind in the 2-2 pitch. Misses, ball 3. Oh. Wind in the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the right side.
Aerial test to the party.
Did not quite get out of the park. Bounced down by the porta potties down the right field line, and a grip of folk went running after it. I know it was a Pickles strikeout, but still, I was just curious which direction the K should go. 3-2 pitch, misses, ball 4. Jaha aboard for the second time tonight. That'll bring up your designated hitter, Dalton Mayshore.
Number 1, Dalton Mayshore.
I mean, I'm sure Gary is right, seeing he is the scorekeeper. He said it was a called strike, so it is a backward K. Not a problem. That's how I put it down in the scorebook. That's how I will treat it going forward. I kind of agree with BFX P63, but that doesn't matter. Wind and the first pitch of this at-bat. Swung on, popped up, right side. Will not stay in play, but will anybody make the catch? No, they will not.
Once again, aerial test to the party.
We have the nicest fans in the league. We have the best fans in the league, but we do not have the best catching fans in the league, I feel like. Which seems a little strange given how many of them there are at every game, but
Yeah.
that's just me. Toasted him. What a great pickoff move from Otho Savage. Jackson Jaha off the base just a little too far. Picked off, and that'll do it for your Pickles here in the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on through 2 frames here at Walker Stadium. Portland 3, Walla Walla 1.
You don't go to a Pickles game because they play some generic version of baseball that you could see anywhere. So why buy a sofa like that? Check out Perch Furniture. We are hometown experts, wholly dedicated to getting you a great sofa. Perch Furniture is Portland born, West Coast built, and our sofas are adaptable in every dimension and detail. At social media, we're at Perch Furniture, perchfurniture.com, or available in our showroom. Go Pickles.
Welcome back, friends. Cashel Duggar with the throw down to second base means the warm-up tosses are over. Cruz, Hepburn, Kennedy Hara, and Aiden Espinoza for the Walla Walla Sweets here in the third inning. Hard to catch when you're holding a beer bat. That is true, but we have had a fan with a beer bat in hand make a catch here this year, so we know it can be done. Also believe it happened a couple times last year when we first debuted the bats. First pitch, top 3 from Takamoto, misses, ball 1. Ohana joining us. Glad to have you along. One-0 pitch on the way, swung on and hit towards third. Jaha's got it, throws over to first in time. 5-3 the put out on Cruz Hepburn.
Now batting number 3, Kennedy Hara.
Kennedy Hara to the plate. 0 for 1 today. 1 for 4 in last night's game. Had a single to lead off the game. Pitch on the way, and there for a strike. 0-1. All y'all chat folk are the best. Wide in the 0-1 pitch on the way in the dirt. Nice stop by Duggar. Count evens up at 1-1. Hara from Colorado Mesa University. Takamoto set. Here's 1-1 on the way. Outside ball 2. 2-1. Jack Mecho playing just on the edge of the outfield dirt. 2-1 pitch on the way. Low and outside, gets away from Duggar. Count goes to 3-1. Aiden Espinoza on deck. Takamoto has his sign. 3-1 on the way. Misses ball 4. First walk of the game from Takamoto. Aiden Espinoza now to the plate. 1 on, 1 away. What up, Michael? Glad to have you along. Duggar out to have a conversation with Takamoto and our home plate umpire. I'm always curious about the umpire joining the pitcher-catcher conversation. Not exactly sure what that's about. Hara with a decently healthy lead over at first base. Takamoto's first pitch, the at-bat misses outside, ball one. Duggar out to possibly throw down to second if needed. Espinosa steps back in. One 0 on the way. Swung on and fouled off the left tone pole. Count goes to 1-1. Shadows have now covered pretty much the entirety of the playing surface out there. Won't be long and that sun will be ducking behind the trees out in left field. Ask the Yankee. Takamoto with a move over to first. Throw is high, diving back safely. Kennedy Hara. 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on, bounced foul. Just past the end of the Sweets dugout. That is a good question. And if I run into the parking lot, if I run into them in the parking lot before tomorrow evening's game, I will make sure to ask them and let you know. Takamoto with the 1-2 pitch. Low and outside, ball two. 2-2. I'm bored if you're asking. We do have live streams every night that we have home games here at Walker Stadium. Right on this channel. 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on, fouled straight back. Count stays at 2-2. Well, there are a few good questions there. You're right. Count still 2-2 on Aiden Espinosa. Struck out back in the first. Takamoto set. Now the 2-2 on the way. Lowered inside. Throw down to first base. Diving back safely, Kennedy Hara. Nice throw from Duggar. Espinosa ready. Tsuke comes set. Throws over to first. Hara ducking as he scurried back to first base. Three and two, one down. There's Hara over there at first base. Takamoto's 3-2, swung on, taken into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Cooper Witten initially started to charge it, thinking he might have a chance at it, then decided to just let it drop in front of him and play it safely. Hara moves up to second base. Aiden Espinosa with a single.
Well, that's Bernie's Mountain Dog attendance. It's official. We have 49.
Oh, Paul, that's ridiculously cute. Oh, my gosh. Coach Brian Grant out of the mound to have a conversation with the entirety of the infield. Not joined by our home plate umpire.
No, she's number one, Jeremy.
Grant says his piece and heads back to the dugout. Infielders hang out just a second or so longer on the mound. It looks like Jackson Jaha might have been the one to have the last comment before everybody broke up. So Espinosa on at first, Hara at second. Ben Parker at the plate, singled his first time up. Parker was 1 for 4 last night with a single. Takamoto's first pitch swung on, hit down the third base line. That is a fair ball Rounding third and heading home, Kennedy Hara. That one gets all the way to the corner. Aiden Espinoza at third. He makes the turn. Throw comes in, not in time. 2-run RBI double for Ben Parker. And all of a sudden, friends, we've got ourselves a tie ball game here at Walker Stadium. Hara in to score, Espinoza in to score. Orlando Abrams checking in. Glad to have you along, friend. Hopefully you brought some luck with you. Pickles jumped out to a 3-0 lead. Walla now has fought back to tie it up here in the top of the third. Pitch on the way, over for a strike. 0-1. First baseman Manny Casillas at the plate. 0-1 tonight. Casillas did not play in last night's game. Look back at second. Takamoto's 0-1, misses low and away. The way the bats are swinging tonight, we're heading for that over. Yeah. This is kind of what I thought was going to happen last night. Takamoto set. 1-1 pitch on the way. That one's over for a strike. Count goes 1-2. Takamoto looks back at second base again. 1-2 now on the way in the dirt. Nice stop by Duggar. Parker doesn't go anywhere. Ben does get his lead out there at second base. It's Armando Briseño in charge of holding him on. Takamoto now with the 2-2 pitch. Golfed foul on the right side. Count stays 2-2. One down here, top of the third inning. A crowd that was rather jovial earlier has settled in. 2-2 pitch, swung on, bounced towards third. High chopper, looks back towards second. Long throw over to first in time. 5-3 the put out. Nicely done by Jackson Jaha. That was a tough play. Took a huge bounce off the infield grass. Jaha had to wait for it. Ended up looking back Ben Parker to second before rifling it over to Evan Cloyd at first. So now 2 away here in the top of the third inning, and Caden Wotipka to the plate. Wotipka went yard his last at-bat. Looks at the first pitch. Saunter into the plate. That one's in 0-1. Takamoto now with the 0-1 swung on. Popped up right side. Evan Cloyd calling for it and is able to make the catch in foul territory. 3P the put out on Caden Wotipka. That'll do it for the Swedes here in the third inning, but they do plate 2 runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on. Friends, it is time for the Pickle Juice drinking contest. Here are Joe and Jeremiah.
Here they come. We got Big Duncan, we got Annie, and Autumn, right? Nailed it. All right, bring them on down. We're just going to count them down, Walker Stadium, and whatever dog goes the fat. Oh, we got a late entry. Who's this? Copper. Late entry Copper. Okay. My money's on Autumn. David versus Goliath. Count them down, Walker Stadium. 3, 2, 1. Pup cups down. Let's see if they go nuts. All right, Copper. Big Duncan. See, I knew Big Duncan wouldn't be interested. How's Autumn doing? Going nuts? This one doesn't care for it. Annie doesn't like it. The little dogs, see, the little dogs are hungry. It's okay, Annie. You don't have to eat it. Annie winning. Ooh, Big Duncan says, don't touch my pub cup. Don't even look at it. Oh, Annie's back in it. All right, we're going to count them down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And all right, who's the winner? Lilla? Pickle Lil, what do you say? Copper! Copper for the win! Good job. Let's hear it for all the doggos.
Apparently it was whipped cream that they were eating, and I apparently don't know how to read a script or just glossed over something and wasn't paying attention. Any of those are possible outcomes. Dalton Mayshore, Jesse Pierce, and Jack Metcho for your Pickles here in the bottom of the third inning. Pitch on the way, swung on, popped up. That'll go behind us. 0-1. And a bushel of children go running after it. That is the plural for children, right? Bushel. Wind in the 0-1 pitch. Swung on. That one hit sharply towards short. Nicely gloved by Cruz Hepburn. The throw over to first in time. Mayshore retired 6-3. Yes, a Puppuccino sort of thing. Absolutely.
Your left fielder, number 44, Jesse Pierce.
Jesse Pierce taps home plate as he steps in. Savage's first pitch. This at-bat swung on and hit up the middle, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Jesse Pierce aboard with one out here in the bottom of the third inning.
Stay loud for your next batter, number 6, Jack Metcho.
Jack Metcho now to the plate. Started play tonight batting .333. Worked to walk his first time up, came around to score on an Armando Briseño RBI single. First pitch missing, ball one. Savage stares into car, has the sign, comes set. Throws over to first. Pierce back safely. Line in the 1-0 pitch now, fouled off. Count stays at 1-1. Evan Cloyd on deck. Another throw over to first base. Pierce back standing safely this time. Sun has dipped behind the trees out in left field. 1-1 pitch on the way. That one's over for a strike. Count goes to 1-2 on the Pickles shortstop.
Aaron Haley and Ryan Thrawn to the party deck, please. Aaron Haley and Ryan Thrawn, right away. Thank you.
Jesse Pierce gets a lead over at first. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on, inside out swing. That one's going to get into right field for a base hit. Jesse Pierce rounds second, heading for third. The throw into third base, not in time. Give Metro a single, who advanced to second on the throw to third. So runners now on at second and third, one down for your first baseman, Evan Cloyd. Cloyd from Cal Poly stands in. Otho comes set. Pitch on the way, in the dirt. Carr with a nice stop at home plate, 1-0. Cloyd 2 for 4 last night with a pair of runs. Already has a single and an RBI tonight. 1-0 on the way, swung on and fouled straight back. Wind shifting again as the breeze now into the press box. Nobody here complaining yet. Pierce gets his lead at third, Metro his lead at second. 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on, hit towards short. Throw over to first base, pulls the first baseman off the line. But it does not matter, a run does come in to score on the fielder's choice. Jesse Pierce in to score. Jack Metcho had to stay. So your Portland Pickles reestablishing a lead. Still a runner on in scoring position. Jack Metcho out at second. Armando Briseño to the plate. Pitch on the way, over for a strike. 0-1. Briseño had an RBI single his first time up. Savage looks back. 0-1 pitch on the way, fouled off. Contact play with one out, absolutely right, and worked out well. See if Briseño can deliver a big hit here. Behind in the count, 0-2, 2 down, runner on second. Pickles with a 4-3 lead. Pitch on the way, high. 1-2. Metcho stretching out that lead at second. Hara creeping in, now goes back. 1-2 pitch in the dirt outside. Check swing, went around, strike 3. So Briseño strikes out. And that'll do it for your Pickles here in the third inning. They do get the go-ahead run, though, on 2 base hits. No errors and 1 runner left on. We are a third of the way through this ball game. Your score, Portland 4, Walla 3.
This is how you build a community of health and hope. With award-winning heart specialists, personalized women's care, a hospital 100 years in the making, and dozens of clinics that bring health and healing to your neighborhood, all strengthened by our partnership with OHSU. Adventist Health Portland, all the care you need, right where you need it.
We head to the top of the fourth inning here at Walker Stadium. Mason Millar, Caleb Gray, and Davis Carr due up for the sweets. Itsuke Takamoto, 53 pitches so far in tonight's ball game. If I had to place a wager, my guess would be this will be his last inning, but we will see. Takamoto set at the waist. First pitch of the fourth inning. That one misses high. 1-0. That's right, at the end of this half inning, we're going to bring you tonight's Pupper Parade. 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. Count evens up at 1-1 on Millar. Popped out to Witten in right his first time up. Takamoto now with the 1-1 pitch inside, ball 2. I like the variations in Takamoto's delivery. Sometimes he'll hold the leg, then move it up. 2-1 pitch, swung on, popped into center field. Nigel Calderon on to make the play. F8 the put out on Mason Millar. Keep swinging. I feel like that could be advice in life as well. Are you stealing our condiments, friend? Oh my gosh. Do they not have condiments downstairs where all of the condiments are kept? First pitch to the at-bat over for a strike, 0-1. I don't know why Ian was taking our ketchup and mustard packets, but Takamoto's 0-1 pitch misses away, ball 1. 1-1 on Caleb Gray. The left-hander is ready. Takamoto comes set. 1-1 pitch. That one outside. Ball 2. 2-1. I can't tell if there are just relief pitchers walking around in the Sweets bullpen or if there is actual throwing going on. No, it looks like there's actual throwing going on now. 2-1 pitch on the way. Swung on, fouled back. Count evens up at 2-2. There does not appear to be anybody throwing down in the Pickles bullpen right now. Though I do see some movement going on down there. They may just be rearranging stuff. Takamoto's 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled into the netting on the left. Count 2-2. Takamoto's 2-2 pitch in the dirt, ball 3. 3-2. Davis Carr on deck. Gray popped out to third. Back in the second inning. Takamoto set. 3-2 pitch on the way. Off the plate, ball 4. Lost him. Second walk issued by Takamoto. Gray now on at first base. David Carr to the plate. So tying run on at first base. Takamoto's first pitch to Carr this at bat. Missing, ball 1. Takamoto set at the waist. 1-0 pitch on the way. Misses low and outside. Ball 2. Takamoto's pitch count getting a little bit up there. Throws over to first base. Back in time, Caleb Gray. Gray gets his lead over at first base. 2-0 pitch on the way. Missing, ball 3. 3-0. I'm doing well, Lewis. Hopefully you're enjoying the evening wherever you're able to take in tonight's game from. Takamoto behind in the count, 3-0. Pitch on the way, bunt shown, pulled back, pitch over for a strike, 3-1. Tom Jones looking for a double play. My guess is the Pickles infield is as well, friend. See if they can pull it off here. Did we have another? We had another pitch clock violation. This one on Davis Carr, which brings the count now to 3-2. Again, very thankful for the communication that we're getting from the umpiring crew tonight. 3-2 pitch on the way. Misses, ball 4. Back-to-back walks for Takamoto. Runners on at first and second, 1 down. Well, for certain, we've got some Pickles standing down in the bullpen area. Cruz Hepburn to the plate. Tying run in scoring position, go-ahead run at first. One down, top four. Takamoto looks back at second. First pitch of this at-bat, misses low, ball one. Cruz Hepburn retired 5-3 his first time up. Takamoto's 1-0, low and away, ball two. I do feel like the lights going out here should only be a one-time-a-season thing. Takamoto with the 2-0, misses ball three, and all of a sudden Takamoto cannot find the strike zone. Does not appear to have been happy with that last call. Walks off the backside of the mound, grabs some dirt, now climbs back up on the bump. Itsuki working from the third base side. Comes set at the belt. 3-0 pitch on the way. In there for a strike. Count goes to 3-1. Takamoto set. 3-1 pitch on the way. Over for a strike. Count goes full, 3-2. Full count, one out, runners on first and second. Pitch on the way, misses low and away, ball four. Back-to-back walks, loads the bases full of Walla sweets. And the lineup turns itself over. Kennedy Hara to the plate, and Mags out of the dugout. I do believe that is the end of the line for Itsuki Takamoto. Friends, we're going to go to break real quick. We will be back with the line on Takamoto and our new pitcher in just a moment. Portland still leading 4-3.
Some play for the thrill. Others, the fortune. But the true legends, they play for the free drinks. Voodoo Ranger Juicy Haze IPA. Live rangerously.
Tired of beer that's just too bland? Not a problem anymore! Introducing the amazing Voodoo Ranger IPA. It's bright, hoppy, and comes in a variety of options. Plus, you can take it almost anywhere. Stop drinking boring beer. Instead, join the many others living rangerously today. But wait, there's more. Call 833-V-RANGER. That's 833-V-RANGER to get free rangerousness. Live rangerously today. Call now.
Welcome back, friends. Joe Simons just announced that is Christian Lim out there on the mound. To much applause from the Pickles faithful here at Walker Stadium. Lim takes over for Takamoto, who goes 3 1/3, gives up 4 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. Walks 4, strikes out 2, and is responsible for all 3 Walla Sweets currently on base.
All right, let's go ahead and give away another prize right now.
Portland looking for a double play here to get them out of the inning. He's probably pitched as many innings as anybody on the roster this year. Well, Jack, let's take a look. If you go to the West Coast League site, it might take you a little while to find it, but you can find the individual team stats there. And they have it broken down by batting and pitching, and most of the stats you can actually sort. Dylan Chalmers actually has the most innings pitched for the team entering tonight's game. Lim looks back at second base. His first pitch of the ball game, over for a strike at 91 miles an hour, 0-1.
Lassie's name was Pal.
I haven't heard that phrase before. Lim looks back at second. 0-1 on the way. Over the outer part of the plate for a strike again at 91 miles an hour. Count goes 0-2. Now, Ron, I haven't checked in on the West Coast League scores in a little while. We can do that again in the not too distant future. Christian Lim comes set. Again, the look back at second. 0-2 pitch on the way, swung on, hit hard, and that one is through for a base hit. Coming home to score, Caleb Gray. It's just going to be a 90-foot parade for everybody. RBI single for Kennedy Hara. Caleb Gray comes in to score the tying run. Davis Carr moves up to third. Cruz Hepburn on at second. Now it's the Sweet keeping the line moving. A little bit of punch, counter punch here tonight at Walker Stadium. Bases still loaded with Sweets. Aiden Espinoza to the plate. 1 for 2 tonight. Pitch on the way, over for a strike at 93 miles an hour. Christian Lim just throwing fireballs out there right now. 0-1 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off at the plate. Lim ahead in the count, 0-2. Ben Parker, the center fielder, on deck. Jeremiah turning up the volume on the Pickles fans here at the park. Lim's 0-2 pitch on the way, swung on, taken hard out into right field, giving Chase Cooper wit, and that is going to get down and all the way to the wall. 1 run in, 2 runs in, 3rd run being waved in, throw to the plate, not in time, bases clearing, triple for Aiden Espinoza. Wow. Davis Carr coming in to score easily. Cruz Hepburn was wheeling from second base. Kennedy Hara also turning on the afterburners, coming in to score. Runner on third, still 1 down here in the top of the 4th inning. Walla Sweets stunning everybody here at the stadium, taking a 7-4 lead. First pitch over, strike 1. Ben Parker 2 for 2, a single, a double, and a pair of RBIs. 0-1 pitch on the way, swung on, hit towards third, and gets under the glove of diving Jackson Jaha. Another RBI for Ben Parker as Aiden Espinoza comes in to score. Ball comes back into the infield. Parker held to a single. Mason Millar flew out to center field to lead off this inning. Since then, 6 Walla Sweets have been to the plate, and every single one of them has reached base. First pitch fouled out of play by Manny Casillas, 0-1. Somebody's being serenaded with happy birthday below us. Throw over to first base. Parker back safely. Debbie's tired of surrendering runs now. No more, please. 5 runs in now. Sweets have the Pickles doubled up. Pitch misses inside at 90. Count even now, 1-1. Lim with another throw over to first base. Parker back safely. Parker gets his lead over at first. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on, fouled off to the left. Count goes 1-2. Double play still a possibility. Could get the Pickles out of this inning quickly. Throw over to first base, and again Parker back standing. Lim comes set. 1-2 on the way. Outside. Ball 2. 2-2. Well, the time it's taken for this inning, the sun has ducked significantly behind the trees out and left. 2-2 pitch on the way. Hammered foul down the left field line. Temperature starting to drop accordingly. Rick Imus translating the broadcast into Canadian. 2-2 the count. Lim's pitch on the way. Curves in there for a strike. That was a beauty of a pitch, honestly. That was Manny Casillas down on strikes, and I honestly don't know what you would have done with that pitch anyway. First strikeout for Christian Lim. Just the 3rd strikeout overall for Pickles pitchers. Another throw over to first base. Caden Wotipka to the plate. 9th batter to come to the plate this inning. First pitch he sees in there for a strike. 0-1. Wotipka steps back in. Lim stares over at first. Now the 0-1 pitch. That one's in there for a strike. He's got some nice movement tonight with his off-speed stuff. Throwing fireballs, but the pitches look to be moving on the off-speed. Lim set. Throw over to first once again. Parker back safely. Yeah, Rick, I don't think you're wrong. I think most of the solid contact has been reaching out and tagging his fastball. Lim set. 0-2 on the way in the dirt. Count stays 1-2, or count goes to 1-2, excuse me. Mason Millar, who led off the inning, is on deck. Lim throws over to first once again. The beer backpack has been set out into the wild here at Walker Stadium. Pitch clock strikeout. 1-2 pitch on the way. Got him. Strike 3. Nothing he could do with that one. Second strikeout for Lim. 4th strikeout for Pickles pitchers overall. But holy cow, the damage was done. 5 runs coming in to score. But you know what? Wipe the taste out of that out of your mouth, because it is time for tonight's Puppers Parade.
Well, it's not a race, it's a parade.
A lot of ducks. A lot of ducks. dogs, Joe.
Wow.
They're still coming.
That's a lot of dogs.
We gave them a lot of time to get ready. Good night. Dogs coming in from the outfield. Chaos. All hell's broken loose, Joe. We got it. Let's hear for all the dogs in the dog parade, everybody. Big dogs, little dogs. Winded dogs. Asthmatic dogs. Can I borrow your dog's inhaler? Good job, everybody. Single file. Annie, you won. You're the best dog here.
I love Jeremiah a lot, but he is a liar. That was not a good job. The parade was great, but you're supposed to line up over by first base and then walk over to third base. Nobody said anything about left field or right field or any other field where the dogs came from.
Leading off the bottom of the fourth for Portland, number 30, Casual Duggar.
Cashel, Duggar, Cooper, Witten, and Nigel Calderon due up for Portland here in the bottom of the fourth inning. New pitcher on the mound, that's Kyle Fitzgerald. His first pitch over for a strike. 80 miles an hour, 0-1. I wish I could pet them all as well. I'm very proud of our game ops crew that are in charge of letting the folks on the field not just standing there and petting every single dog that goes by. Count evens up at 1-1. One pitch missing, low and inside, ball 2, 2-1. Well, since things aren't going well here, let's see how poorly things are going for other teams elsewhere in the West Coast League. Wide, and the 2-1 pitch swung on and missed. Count 2-2 on Cashel Duggar. In Nanaimo, the Night Owls losing 5-1. Okay, so a similar predicament to us, behind by 4. That game in the bottom of the 8th, though. 2-2 pitch on the way. Check swing. All right, no appeal. Fine by me. In Bellingham, the Richfield Raptors doubling up the Bellingham Bells 4-2. That game in the top of the 8th. Drifters and Knights tied at 2, bottom 7. 3-2 pitch on the way. Misses low, ball 4.
Here we go.
Cashel Duggar with a lead-off walk. In the top of the 8th inning, the Cowlitz Black Bears pounding the Bend Elks in Bend 9-1. Victoria Harbor Cats with a 10-run lead over the Port Angeles Lefties, 11-1. That game in the bottom of the 8th inning. And in Kamloops, the North Paws and Riverhawks tied at 4 in the 8th. And those are your West Coast League scores. Fitzgerald's first pitch fouled off. 0-1. Yes, please. Duggar a short lead over at first, actively being held on by Manny Casillas. 0-1 pitch on the way, floats in over the plate for a strike. 0-2. Dylan, that mound has had more work done to it than Liza Minnelli. Throw over to first base, diving back safely is Cashel Duggar. I mean, it might need a little bit more clay on it. Who am I to say? I don't pitch from it. 0-2 pitch on the way. Misses high, ball one. Wait, are we talking about what we're putting on corn dogs or hot dogs in the chat? I missed something. Somebody catch me up. Fitzgerald set. 1-2 pitch on the way. Inside, ball two. Oh. Witten ready, 2-2 pitch on the way. Inside, ball three. Oh, Joan Rivers might have been the better joke. You're right. Sorry. Onion rings. Oh, that's fair. The Walla Walla onion rings are good. Throw over to first base, diving back safely, Cashel Duggar. Three-two pitch on the way, fouled into the netting, comes back onto the playing field. Count still 3-2. During the Walla Walla Sweets batting practice, one of the players hit it off one of the light poles out in left field. That was pretty impressive. 3-2 pitch missing inside, ball four. Duggar down to second base, Cooper Witten aboard. Back-to-back walks to start the bottom of the fourth inning, which seems kind of familiar to how the top of the fourth inning started. Lineup turns over for Portland. Nigel Calderon to the plate. Fitzgerald looks back at second. Pitch on the way. Bunt shown. Pitch missing outside. Ball one. Looks like we got somebody headed out to the bullpen area for the Walla Walla Sweets. Next pitch on the way. Bunted out in front of the plate. Stays on the dirt. Overran by Davis Carr. And everybody is safe. Duggar at third, Witten at second, Nigel Calderon with a bunt base hit right out in front of the plate. And we've got ourselves a mound visit. Base is brined right now. The entirety of the infield coming in to have a conversation on the mound that may or may not need more work. I believe that was Landon Webb that went running down to the bullpen area for Walla Walla, number 55, the righty. So Fitzgerald going to hang around a little bit longer. And Joe Simon's going to introduce the next batter. Number 41, Jackson Jaha to the plate. Bases Brine, nobody out. Portland trailing by 4. Tying run at the plate. Swung on and hit down the right field line, but foul. Fitzgerald set. 0-1 pitch on the way. Fought off. Fouled off to the right side once again. Jaha quickly behind the count. 0-2. Doubled in a run in the first inning. Drew a walk in the second and was picked off. Wide in the 0-2 pitch on the way. Low and outside, ball one. Pickles get their leads at every base. Kyle's 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on, and that one is gonna get down into shallow right field for a base hit. That's gonna be one of those everybody moves up 90 feet kind of hits, but good enough for an RBI, so fans raise those chairs.
Stay loud here, next batter. Number 1, Dalton Mayshore.
Designated hitter Dalton Mayshore to the plate. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Pitch on the way, inside, ball one. Timeout called. What is going on with third base? Who broke third base? Third base wasn't broken last season. Yeah, I'm saying I think it was broken before we got here this year. I don't think we did that. Lined right up the middle for a base hit. That's going to be another 90-foot movement. Cooper Witten in to score this time. Dalton Mayshore with the RBI single. Back-to-back RBI singles for your Pickles. So now it's Calderon on at third, Jaha on at second, Mayshore on at first. And that'll bring up number 44, your left fielder, Jesse Pierce. Well, Pickles have cut the deficit in half, now trailing 8-6. Pitch on the way, low and outside, ball one. Nice stopped by Davis Carr. Been a fun baseball game. Okay, bring them home one at a time. Well, that's the safest way to do it. 1-0 pitch floats in for a strike. Count evens up at 1-1. Just 90 feet at a time, like gridlock traffic on the way home. Line in the 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Count goes to 1-2 on Pierce. Jack Metcho on deck. Right, Paul, this game, there's a lot going on. WHHA Banana, glad you could join the chat. 1-2 pitch missing outside, ball two. Well, I'd be lying if I said there wasn't movement in the Pickles bullpen, but I'm not fully sure what that is going on down there. Fitzgerald set. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on, popped up. On the infield fly rule has been called. The second baseman, Kennedy Hara, makes the play. P4, the put out on Pierce. Second time he's been retired that way.
Now batting, number 6, Jack Metcho.
Shortstop Jack Metcho to the plate. One down, bases brined. Pickles trailing by 2. So the tying run on at first. Fitzgerald walking a tightrope. Here comes set. First pitch of the at-bat misses low, ball one. Outfielders playing straight up. Caden Wotipka may be playing a couple steps back out in left. 1-0 pitch on the way. That one in there for a strike. Count evens up at 1-1 on Metcho. Metcho drew a walk in the first, came around to score. courtesy of the RBI single by Armando Briseño. 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Swung through an 81-mile-an-hour pitch. Now behind in the count, 1-2. Metro did single his last time up in the third. We've got a kid with a sign down the third base line here. I'd love to see what that says. That one hit through the hole on the left side. Another 90 feet for everybody. RBI single for Jack Metcho. Third time he has been on tonight. Nigel Calderon coming home to score. Jaha moving up to third and Mayshore to second. I hope that y'all have light folding chairs that you're lifting up and down over and over again. If not, by the end of this game, y'all may be ripped. So Portland trailing by 1 now, 1 down, bottom 4, 3 runs in. Pitch on the way, over for a strike on Evan Cloyd, 0-1. Pickles just keep replacing players on the bases. 0-1 pitch on the way, low ball 1. Yeah, Metro having himself a night tonight. Cloyd may be the one to deliver a big base hit here. 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Count goes to 1-2. Armando Briseño on deck. Pickles with a huge opportunity right here. Cloyd's ready, Fitzgerald set. 1-2 now on the way. Swung on, popped up. Center field, that should be deep enough to score. Parker made the catch. Taking off in third and coming in to score, Jackson Jaha. And friends, would you believe it? We've got ourselves a tie ball game. SF8 and the RBI for Evan Cloyd. When the music stops, everybody gets a base. Oh. Second baseman Armando Briseño to the plate. Runners on now, first and second, 2 down. Portland has tied the ball game. Briseño 1 for 2 tonight. RBI single in the first. First pitch he sees here this inning, pops up. Shallow right field. Espinoza comes in a couple steps, makes the play. F9 the put out on Briseño, and that'll do it for your Pickles here in the fourth. But they plate 4 runs, and somehow at the end of 4 innings, this game is tied at 8. We'll come back with the 5th in just a few moments.
Hey, don't judge me. I'm waiting to run my dishwasher and get my laundry done after this peak time event is over. You know, those times when you get rewarded for shifting your energy use away from the times when energy use is high or prices are expensive. And when we all just shift a little, it helps bring more sustainable resources into the mix. So relax. Learn more about shifting energy today at portlandgeneral.com/shift.
Oaks Park and their community partners are offering outrageous savings on weekdays all summer long for a fun family experience you'll remember for a lifetime at a price that makes your wallet happy today. Visit oakspark.com to view this season's special offers.
Oaks Amusement Park.
Welcome back, baseball friends.
18 years. And Tiffany and Gabe Dieter celebrating 15 years. Give them a hand, Walker Stadium. We got people in love amongst us.
To the top of the 5th inning we go. Your numbers across the board for the visiting Walla Walla Sweets. 8 runs on 7 hits and no errors for your hometown Portland Pickles. 8 runs on 10 hits and no errors. Mason Millar, who you might remember from leading off the 4th inning, takes the first pitch and fouls it down the right field line into the netting. 0-1. Millar's popped out to right, flew out to center. See if he can fly out to left for the trifecta. Pitch missing low, ball 1. Dylan Silver, I love football. Yeah, at 8-8 going into the 5th. Not wrong, friend. 1-1 pitch, check, swing, over for a strike. Count goes to 1-2. Any record on player who lands the most bunts? You know, Ohana, I don't think we have that information, friend. 1-2 pitch fouled off. Count goes to 1-2. I do think you can look up sacrifice hits and sacrifice bunts on the point streak on the West Coast League site. Pitch fouled off, 1-2. Meredith joining the chat. Christian Lim's your boy, that's awesome. 1-2 pitch on the way. Thought that was fouled off at the plate. Apparently it got behind Duggar. Wild pitch. So a strikeout and a wild pitch puts Millar at first. That is the 3rd strikeout for Christian Lim. 5th strikeout for Pickles pitchers overall. Yeah, Tom, this game has been nuts. So Millar on at first. Caleb Gray at the plate. First pitch he sees over for a strike. 0-1. Christian Lim from Stanford University. Ahead in the count now, 0-2. Millar gets his lead at first. Lim now with the 0-2 pitch, swung on, and that one is fouled at the plate. Count stays 0-2. Davis Carr on deck for the Sweets. Looks over at first. Now throws over to first. Millar back safely. Gray ready at home plate. Lim comes set. 0-2 on the way. High and tight, ball 1. That one just missing. Count goes to 2-2. Lim working quickly. That one over the outer part of the plate for a strike. Got him looking. Strike 3. Caleb Gray caught looking. Already the 4th strikeout for Christian Lim. Keeping Ron busy out there in left field. 1 on, 1 away, and that'll bring up Davis Carr. That's a big swell of audience. They should do the wave. You know, Ohana, they have gotten that going here at Walker Stadium before, not going to lie. Christian Lim throws over to first. Millar back safely. First pitch this at bat over the outer part of the plate for a strike. 0-1 on Davis Carr. Another throw over to first base. Tom Jones looking for a double play. Absolutely. Lim with the 0-1 now inside at 94. Count evens up at 1-1. And the next pitch missing away, ball 2. 2-1. Cruz Hepburn in the on-deck circle for the Walla Walla Sweets. Carr 0 for 1, drew a walk, did come around to score and fouls off the 2-1. So count now goes to 2-2. Looked like Millar was taken off with the pitch. Has to return back to first base now. One on, one away. 2-2 pitch on the way. Over the outer part of the plate for strike 3. Davis Carr caught looking. All of a sudden, I can't remember how to draw a backward K for some reason. Do tosses to first count in the pitch count? No, they do not, Tom, but you know, I have always argued that they should. It seems silly that they don't. Now, friends, what we have the opportunity to see here is something that doesn't happen terribly often in baseball. We do have a chance to see 4 strikeouts recorded in the same half inning. That doesn't happen terribly often. First pitch, missing high, ball 1. Limbs 1-0 pitch on the way. Over the outer part of the plate for a strike at 81 miles an hour. Count evens up at 1-1. I really would like to see him get this 4th strikeout. I understand that I shouldn't root for things like that, but I'm going to. Another throw over to first base. Count evens up at 1-1. Yeah, all of a sudden, Ron got busy out there. Throw down to center field as nobody was covering second base. Stolen base, E2. All right, stolen base, E2. That box is so, holy cow. I'm going to have to rewrite that later. That box is filled with notes now. So the go-ahead run on at third, mind you, got a board on a third strike that escaped Cashel Duggar. 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on and got him! 4th strikeout in the inning. Cruz Hepburn down on strikes. 6 strikeouts overall for Christian Lim, 8 for the Pickles pitchers, and 4 in this half inning. I understand I'm making a bigger deal out of that than I should, but hey, I think it's awesome. Friends, we're going to keep it right here for Dizzy Bat. Remember to make sure, throw who you think is going to cheat tonight in the chat, and we'll see if you're right when it's done. We'll kick it down to Joe and Jeremiah.
Walker Stadium, make some noise for our Dizzy Bats contestants. Taking off the flip-flops, they're ready to go. Count them down. 3. Oh, you know what you do? Head on the bat on the ground, spin till I say go. Count them down. 3, 2, 1, spin. 1, 2, 3, head on the bat. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Run to Dylan, go. See ya. And back with a win. Way to aim for the grass, guys. You did it. Let's hear it for Haley, Stephanie, and Beth, our Dizzy Bat contestants. Beth with the win from all the way in left field.
All right, broadcast friends, new pitcher on the mound. That is number 55, Landon Webb, right-hander from Columbia Basin Community College. Takes over for Kyle Fitzgerald, who goes 1 inning, gives up 4 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned, walked 2, and did not strike anyone out. Landon Webb on to face Cashel Duggar, Cooper Witten, and Nigel Calderon.
Up next, number 30, Cashel Duggar.
The dulcet tones of PA announcer Joe Simon sounding a little different right now, and I'm not exactly sure why. Oh, is that what was going on? One of the game ops crews got a hold of the microphone, apparently. First pitch. Okay, first pitch, bottom 5, swung on and missed. 0-1. Oh, Treehouse Collective. Nice. That pitch over for a strike. Count goes to 0-2. She cheated it to win an ice cream bar. Boo. Y'all are the best. Oh, my gosh. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled off. That one into the Pickles dugout, it looks like. Quite a game we've got going tonight, indeed. Punch, counter punch this evening. Duggar 0 for 1, worked a walk. Last inning, came around to score. Pitch on the way, swung on, hit down the first base line. Fielded by Casillas, takes it to the base himself. 3 unassisted, the put out on Duggar.
Next up, number 4, Cooper Witten.
Apropos of nothing, I like electric lettuce. End of my involvement in that conversation. Cooper Witten to the plate, 1 out, bottom 5th. Wind and the pitch on the way, outside, ball 1. Landon Webb with the 1-0 pitch, misses high, ball 2. 2-0. Remember, at the end of this, no, it's at the end of the next half inning. 2-0 pitch, missing, ball 3. Wow, Knights and Drifters going to extras. Thank you. Probably should check the West Coast League scores once again. Wind in the 3-0 pitch on the way. Over for a strike at 87. Count goes to 3-1. Next pitch fouled off at home plate. So the count full on Cooper Witten. Nigel Calderon on deck for Portland. Now that Witten's stepping away, we'll check in on the West Coast League scores. So not only are Corvallis and Springfield going to the 10th, so are Edmonton and Kamloops. Maybe we can do that here. 3-2 pitch on the way, up, ball 4. So Cooper Witten with a 1-out walk. Second time he's reached via a walk.
Now batting, number 9, Nigel Calderon.
Nigel Calderon to the plate. Singled twice, scored twice. Struck out via a pitch clock violation. First pitch he sees, this at bat misses up, ball 1. You know what, Ohana? I hope Nigel does something right here to knock your socks off, friend. 1-0 pitch on the way, misses outside, ball 2, 2-0. Ohana, remind me, where are you watching the broadcast from, friend? You told us when you checked in last week, but I have forgotten since then. Landon Webb with the 2-0 pitch. Bunt shown down the first base line, and a beauty. Safe at first, was off the bag. Claiming he was tagged, believe we're going to have a conversation down by the first baseline. Regardless, Cooper Whitten ends up on at second as a result of the play. And it looks like a bunt base hit for Nigel Calderon. That was a heck of a bunt up the first base line. Umpires confer and the safe call given. So runners now on at first and second, one down, and that'll bring up third baseman Jackson Jaha.
I'd like to order a Jaha Blast to go with my quesadilla.
Oh, Jeremiah. R.H. Signs checking in. Glad to have you, friend. First pitch this at bat missing in at 79. 1-0, excuse me. Jaha has been aboard via a walk, a single, and a double. Next pitch missing away, ball 2, 2-0. Got a little sassy in the chat tonight. Not complaining, just observing. Webb comes set, looks back at second, brings in the 2-0, which is promptly fouled off. Count goes to 2-1. Remember, tomorrow night at 7:05-ish, we will be broadcasting game 3 of this 3-game set with the Walla Suites. If you can't join us here at the ballpark for Trailblazer night, you can always hang out with me here on the broadcast. 2-1 pitch over for a strike. Count goes to 2-2. Nice 87-mile-an-hour fastball from Landon Webb right there. Dealing with 2 runners on, 1 down. Looks back at second, 2-2 on the way. Swung on, hit to the left side. Off the glove of Cruz Hepburn. Rounding third and heading home. Cooper Whitten, throw to the plate. Not in time. That's pickle baseball, baby. Nigel Calderon down to second base. Jackson Jaha with the RBI single. Third RBI he has had tonight. And in the bottom of the 5th inning, your Portland Pickles retake the lead 9-8. Well, this ball game has reached silly territory now. Dalton Mayshore at the plate, 1 down, 2 runners on. Webb looks back at second. Pitch on the way, misses high, ball 1. Mayshore got his first hit in the last at-bat, an RBI single as part of that hit parade that was going on. Jaha and Casillas very close to one another over there off of first base. 1-0 pitch on the way, misses well outside, ball 2. Probably aided by Calderon getting a third of the way to third base while Webb was trying to concentrate. Next pitch missing low and away, ball 3. Nice job by Davis Carr to knock that down and keep it in front of him. Oh, congratulations on doing some apprentice lineman training, Ohana. That's good work, friend. 3-0 the count. Pitch on the way, swung on, popped up, foul behind us. It goes to 3-1 on Mayshore. To say that Calderon is being pesky out there on second base, I feel like is kind of underselling it. 1, 2, 3, 4 step lead. Yeah, Hara now going to come in and try and keep him close to the base. 3-1 pitch swung on and missed. Count goes full 3-2 on Mayshore. Jesse Pierce on deck. Calderon with the lead at second. Pitch on the way, outside, ball 4. So Calderon moves down to third. Jaha down to second. Dalton Mayshore works his first walk of the evening. And once again, the bases are brined here at Walker Stadium, friends. Jesse Pierce to the plate.
Now batting, number 44, Jesse Pierce.
Your Pickles left fielder 1 for 3 tonight with a single and a run scored. Got a chance to do some damage here. First pitch he sees, this at bat swung on, bounce towards third. Throw home and wide of the plate.
Get him up.
Nigel Calderon comes in to score, E5. Jackson Jaha to third, Dalton Mayshore to second, Jesse Pierce aboard with the error.
Stay loud for your next batter. Number 6, Jack Metcho.
Well, Ohana, keep up the hard work, friend. That is good work to have, and if you've got a line on that, keep it up. Jack Metcho to the plate, has been aboard every time he has been up. Pitch on the way, over for a strike at 89. 0-1. Han Solo earlier said that he'd gotten so yoked he threw his chair across the room the last time he raised it. 0-1 pitch on the way, outside, ball 1. All right, we got hecklers out now. It's going to be a fun night. 1-1 pitch in the dirt, ball 2, 2-1. Because you know what a ball game that's 10-8 needs? Hecklers. I feel like there's something else we're missing. Maybe Gary and I can figure it out later. Wind and Landon's 2-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the right. I don't think Walker Stadium's going to keep that one in, and it doesn't. Not quite far enough foul to hit a car in the parking lot, but far enough to clear the fence. 2-2 the count on Metcho. Wind and the pitch on the way. High ball 3. 3-2. Tom, you're going to be up for a while tonight, friend. Sorry. It's just the way it's going to go. Missing a rally gator. Well, I don't know the... I think that might be in bad taste being up by 2. But who am I to say I am not a giant pickle that carries around an inflatable alligator? That pitch fouled off the netting, 3-2. We need a streaker. No, we do not. We definitely do not need that. 3-2 pitch on the way, swung on. That one hit out to center field, going back on the ball, Ben Parker. Everybody's going to tag and move up 90 feet. Well, save for Jesse Pierce. SF8 Jack Metcho, raise those chairs once more. Jackson Jaha comes in to score. Mayshore checks in at third. Pierce still on at first. Well, WHHA, you are not wrong, friend. It has been a tough, specifically a tough inning in the field for the Swedes. So, runners on at first and third. 3 runs in. Evan Cloyd to the plate. Runner goes. Webb's pitch fouled off 0-1. I love that y'all have found chairs and sofas and pickles and dolphins for the emojis. Well done. Webb looks back over at first base. 0-1 on the way. Runner goes. Throw down to second base. And they got a run down. Are they going to get the run across in time? They do. Double steal, and it worked. That was 3-6.
Give the cheers up. We scored again.
2-4-3. Thank you, Gary. So 2-4-3 retires Jesse Pierce, but that was enough to get Dalton Mayshore to come in and score. Oh, friends, it's gotten silly here at Walker Stadium. I'm going to duck out of the broadcast for a quick second, try and make my scorebook make sense. Your score on the board now: Portland 12, Walla Walla 8.
Pickles store and $1 off tickets bought at the box office when you use your Pickles Visa card.
Welcome back, broadcast friends. WHHA Banana, were you referring to Gary, who is normally the scorekeeper here at Walker Stadium, or were you referring to visiting announcer Gary Ederle, the voice of the Walla Walla Sweets? I told them that they were both the man, which they both graciously accepted, so I'm just curious now. Just another crazy night in the West Coast League. Not wrong, Jonathan. Not wrong at all, friend. Kennedy Hara, Aiden Espinoza, and Ben Parker for the Sweets here in the top of the 6th inning. Did we just have a... I think we're having a pitch comm issue. I don't think this is a pitch clock violation. So Blake Haraki taking over for Cashel Duggar behind the plate. We believe that's it for the defensive changes. The Sweets announcer. Thank you for clarifying. Ederle, that was for you, friend. First pitch fouled off, 0-1. Appreciate the clarification, friend. Thank you. Wine in the 0-1 on the way now. Swung on, and that one is tagged out to left field, but just foul. Do they have a limit on mound visits? It should be 6. Gary is shaking his head in agreement. Gary, our scorekeeper, the captain of this Carnival cruise. Lim has his sign come set. 0-2 on the way, inside. Ball 1. Lewis Rose is letting us know that the Corvallis Knights were eventually victorious in their game, beating Springfield 3-2. 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Got away from the catcher, the throw down to first in time. No 4-strikeout inning this inning. 7 straight strikeouts for Christian Lim.
Now batting number 28, Aiden Espinoza.
Ron the K-Man's barely getting a break out there. Aiden Espinoza to the plate. Raptors 1 as well. Yeah, we'll run through those scores in a little bit. First pitch of this at-bat, over for a strike. 0-1. Yeah, Andrew, I was calling games here all weekend. 0-1 pitch, check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. 0-2 the count. Friend, I have no way of knowing whether y'all are getting to see Josh pitch tonight or play tonight. I can ask Gary on a break and see if he has any insight on that. Pitch fouled away. Count stays 0-2. Christian Lim has definitely found a groove, friends. Holy cow. Straight up the middle, just off of Lim's glove. Metro there, the throw to first in time. Your putout goes 1-6-3 technically. And that breaks a string of 7 straight strikeouts by Christian Lim. Wow. Well, Andrew, I hope you had a great time on the 4th of July up there. Was a little warm down here, but a nice evening nonetheless. Hard to beat the Pacific Northwest for summer baseball. First pitch this at bat fouled off to the right side. Oh, and 1 the count on Ben Parker. Parker's been aboard every time he's been to the plate tonight. Single, double, single in that order is knocked in 2. Check swing did go around. Count goes to 0-2. Nice thing, if I remember, Andrew, it wasn't as hot as it was supposed to have been that weekend. So nice that all of the players got a little bit of respite. 0-2 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Got him, throw down to first base in time. Strikeout number 8 for Christian Lim, and that'll do it for the Sweets here in the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. Friends, it is time for the Dylan versus Doggo race. Down to Joe and Jeremiah we go.
We got Dylan. Make some noise for him, Walker Stadium. Count him down. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, no cheating from Dylan today. Oh, this is going to be a close one. Good Dog is leading the way. Go, go. Dylan's already tired. That dog could run for days. That dog's got that dog in him. Look at him go. Look at him go. Let's hear it for the winner! Nice effort, Dylan. Let's hear it for all our dogs on Wolf Wednesday, Pickle Nation. We love Wolf Wednesday. Thanks for bringing your pups out.
Well, now I'm a little sad that I didn't keep my audio on to announce that. Congratulations to the dog for beating Dylan. Wow. Andrew, you're not wrong. Dylan looked a little sluggish this evening. That dog also looked fast. Landon Webb out for another inning's worth of work. Well, Joe, I'm not sure who's playing the Apple Sox. Dog cheated, he has 4 left. Oh, well played, Rick. Well played. Evan Cloyd, Armando Briseño, and Blake Haraki to the plate this inning. Or at least that's who's slated to come to bat as the first pitch misses away. 1-0. Webb's 1-0, swung on, and that one's deposited into center field for a base hit. Evan Cloyd aboard once again. Yeah, friends, how is the ballpark up in Bellingham? I haven't been up there yet. 1 on, nobody down for second baseman Armando Briseño. 1 for 3. First pitch he sees here, fouled off. That one is definitely parking lot bound. Cloyd gets his lead at first, about a step and a half, nothing large. 0-1 pitch bunt shown, bunted down the first baseline, but foul. Now, Lewis, would you rather see Kyler Stancato bat in the game, or would you rather see him pitch in the game? Oh, nice job getting somebody to take care of the bat thing for you. Well done. 0-2 the count on Briseño. Runner goes, no, pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Got him, strike 3. Briseño down on strikes for the second time tonight. I have that as Landon Webb's first strikeout. Both. Well, that's fair. Blake Haraki to the plate for his first time. Taking over for Cashel Duggar defensively last half inning. Pitch misses high, ball 1. Nigel hit 4 home runs in a high school game in one game. That's impressive, Ohana. Holy cow. 1-0 pitch on the way, over for a strike. Count evens up at 1-1. Cloyd gets his lead over at first base. Runner goes, 1-1 to Haraki, swung on and missed, throw down to second base, got him. Nice throw by Davis Carr. Evan Cloyd down 2-4. So 2 away now. Haraki with a 1-2 count. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed, got him. Landon Webb throwing a great inning right there. Strikes out the last 2 batters he faces. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on to the top of the 7th inning. We go. Portland 12, Walla 8.
Ready to go back to a gym.
Well, clearly you haven't gone crunch mode.
Crunch mode?
It's the feeling that you get
when you finish up a set.
Everyone working up a sweat. When you're hating your trainer, but love her when you're done.
Working out the meal, you know the one. Yeah, that's crunch mode.
Crunch mode.
Join Crunch Fitness. Membership start at $9.99 a month.
Fitness.
Yovu Beer, classic American lager. Proud sponsor of the Portland Pickles. Locally owned and brewed in Portland, Oregon. Yovu Beer, classic American lager. It slaps. Yovu Beer, classic American lager. Proud sponsor of the Portland Pickles.
Christian Lim back out on the mound for another inning's worth of work.
We love you from the Ruby Rousers.
And now his hand being looked at by Brian Grant and our home plate umpire.
I love that. Happy birthday, Shane. Good job, Dad.
So somebody was asking in the chat if Arebel was pitching tonight. Arebel is on the roster. I don't know if he will be throwing or not tonight. Throw down to second means the warm-up pitches are done. Manny Casillas Caden Wotipka, and Mason Millar. For the Walla Walla Sweets, here in the 7th. Your numbers across the board for the Sweets: 8 runs on 7 hits and 1 error. For your Portland Pickles, 12 runs on 13 base hits and 1 error. We had 2 current Pickles players that were drafted. We had 2 former Pickles that were drafted. Wide in the first pitch of the 7th. Swung on and hit down the first base line. Evan Cloyd's got it. Underhands to Christian Lim. Nice job covering. 3-1 the put out. And there are suspicions/expectations that we may have a player or more signed to a free agent contract outside of the draft. Lim's next pitch missing low, ball 1. How many Hawaiians are playing for the Pickles? That I do not have a quick answer for, friend. My apologies. A small handful, though. 1-0 pitch. Check swings. That one's a strike. 1-1. We had Morris Austin on. I got to interview him for a little bit last night before he departed. That pitch swung on and hit out to left. Going back on the ball as Jesse Pearson makes the catch a couple steps in front of the warning track. F7 the put out. Do y'all still have posters? What posters are we talking about, Eric? Clue me in here. We do have the posters that we do for all the different home series this year. Yes, absolutely. First pitch, the at-bat inside, ball 1. Mason Millar at the plate. Now, Mason Millar struck out his last time up. Made it to first base on the wild pitch that got away from Duggar.
We have one winner in Launchable tonight. Charlotte Pulley
Advanced to second on the stolen base and made it to third, I believe, on an error. My writing is so small I can barely read it in that box. 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on, and that one lined into left field for a base hit. Mason Millar aboard with 2 outs. No, now Morris Austin was drafted by the Milwaukee Brewers. Bresnahan went to Cleveland. Pitch on the way, misses ball 1. Millar gets a lead over at first. Christian Lim's 1-0 pitch over the outer part of the plate. Count evens at 1-1. Yeah, it was sad to lose the players that we did, but at the same time, so cool to see these kids realizing that the next step in their goal of achieving their dream is now checked off the list. Millar lead at first, pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Throw down to first to complete the strikeout, and that is strikeout number 9 for Christian Lim. 11 for Portland Pickles pitchers overall, and that does it for the Sweets here in the 7th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left. Fans, we'll be back with the bottom of the 7th in just a moment.
Welcome to Stormbreaker Brewing, located off Mississippi Avenue in North Portland. Whether you're looking for something light, dark, hoppy, or not hoppy, we've got you covered. We've also got a full bar featuring seasonal handcrafted cocktails. Ooh. Complemented by an extensive menu with plenty of options to go. Come hang out by the fire pits for weekly trivia or book a private event. All ages are welcome, and don't forget to bring your dog.
What do you think, son? 8 or 9?
For that, I'd use this.
Manscaped, huh? Son, back in my day, ladies loved grass in the fairways.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's not for down there. The beard hedger's for your face.
Oh, really?
The Beard Hedger features a rotary zoom wheel that provides 20 precision settings with just one guard.
Grip it and trim it, baby.
Introducing the Beard Hedger. Order today at manscaped.com.
Oh, welcome back, baseball friends. A wild evening here at Walker Stadium. I'm Mike Chex, working alongside Gary Crow, Mo, Molly, and Sam, and we have the voice of the Walla Sweets joining us here in the press box, Gary Ederle. To the bottom of the 7th we go. It's going to be Cooper Whitten, Nigel Calderon, and Jackson Jaha for your Pickles. That is Landon Webb still out on the mound. Wind and his 0-1 pitch on the way. Misses high, ball 1. So, Rick, is the engine number 9 comment the prognostication that this broadcast is going to go off the rails in a short amount of time? Because I don't necessarily feel that you're wrong, friend. That pitch missing away, ball 2. You got a Burmese named Cooper for Cooperstown. That's pretty great. 2-1 pitch over for a strike. Count evens up at 2-2. Whitten struck out his first time up. Walked in the 4th, came around to score. Walked in the 5th, came around to score. Webb's 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on. Bouncer back to Webb himself. Jogs 2/3 of the way to first and then underhands it to Casillas. 1-3 the put out. Mags coaches at Clark County College up in Vancouver, Washington. First pitch to Calderon, over for a strike, 0-1. They said it was the slowest day of the year in sports. They were wrong. You're not wrong, Cool Breeze. I personally love tonight. Ooh, that one 0-2 now. Yes, absolutely involved in baseball. Coaches the Penguins up there in Clark County. Next pitch fouled away. Yes, Jack, that is absolutely correct. Calderon behind the count, 0-2. Webb has his sign. Pitch on the way. A bouncer back to Webb again. Pretty much the same thing that happened last time. Jogs it 2/3 of the way over to first base. Underhands to Casillas for the out.
Now batting, number 41, Jackson Jaha.
I never thought about the P alliteration there. The Penguins and Pickles. Yes, absolutely. First pitch to Jaha, misses outside at 88, ball 1. Jaha, a pair of singles, a double, and a walk. Been on base every time he's been to the plate. Banana, the way that this game has gone, I don't feel like it's over yet by any stretch of the imagination. 2-0 pitch, floats in for a strike. Goes off speed there, about 75 miles an hour. 2-1 the count. Jaw fouls that next offering away. Count even now, 2-2, 2 down, bottom 7. Lights taking effect on the field now. Breeze settling in a bit. 2-2 pitch. Over for strike three. Got him looking. First time Jaha has been retired tonight. Third strikeout for Landon Webb, and that'll do it for your Pickles here in the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. To the 8th inning we go, friends. Your score, Pickles 12, Sweets 8.
Stronger.
9%?
Yes.
9.5% ABV!
Juice Force IPA. Live dangerously.
Save money on your transportation costs with TriMet's Reduced Fare Transit Card. If you meet income requirements, get your first month free while you enjoy unlimited rides on buses and trains. Learn more and apply today at trimet.org/save.
Tired of beer that's just too bland? No problem! Introducing the amazing Voodoo Ranger IPA. It's bright, popping, plus you can take it almost anywhere. So stop drinking boring beer and start living rangerously today.
All righty, broadcast friends. We have a few defensive changes for your Portland Pickles. Elijah Ferguson now at first base, taking over for Evan Cloyd. Zage Lancaster is out in right field. Cooper Witten, who was the right fielder, moves over to left field to take the place of Jesse Pierce. And your new pitcher on the mound, Caden Ricamini. I have totally lost track of y'all's conversation in the chat. Well done. Davis Carr, Cruz Hepburn, and Kennedy Hara for the Sweets here in the 8th inning. I will get to those West Coast League scores in just a few moments. First pitch, top 8. Misses at 91, ball 1. We'll start with the games that are final first. 1-0 pitch from Ricamini, misses low and away, ball 2. So as you heard earlier, the Knights victorious over the Drifters by a score of 3-2. Harbor Cats beat the Lefties 11-2. North Paws over the Riverhawks 5-4. 2-0 pitch on the way, swung on, popped up, right side. Will it stay in play? Negatory. Did anybody make the catch? Also negatory. Ridgefield Raptors beat the Bellingham Bells by a score of 4-2. The Black Bears took down the Bend Elks 9-2, and the Apple Sox victorious over the Night Owls 5-2. We are the only game left going in the West Coast League. Yay, us. Next pitch missing up, ball 3. 3-1 on Davis Carr. Carr struck out twice, walked once, and come around to score. Ricamini set. 3-1 on the way. Bunt shown, popped up. Almost over the netting. That was almost bunted foul over the netting behind home plate. What does that mean? Absolutely nothing. I was just a little surprised by it. Mount Shasta being represented by Caden Ricamini. Three and two the count. Pitch on the way, swung on, hit towards short, and just past Jack Metcho into left field. H or E? I'm leaning H. We'll see what happens. H it is. Davis Carr with a leadoff single.
Number 9, Chris Edward.
Whoa there, friends. Let's dial it back there about 25%. Ricamini's pitch on the way, misses outside, ball one. That's Cruz Hepburn at the plate. Walked in the fourth, came around to score when almost every one of the Walla Walla Suites score. Sidekick, what do you think you are, Cool Breeze? 1-0 pitch over for a strike. Count goes to 1-1. Nah, all the folks in chat keep me company. We're good with that. Besides, I got a whole press box here full of people that I'm not afraid to talk to. Ricamini now with the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. Count goes to 1-2. Only 25%. Oh. I will give you this. Y'all are fun tonight. Much appreciated. Carr gets the lead over at first base. Ricamini with the 1-2 pitch on the way. That one floats in there. Strike three. First strikeout for Caden Ricamini. I believe that is number 12 overall. I may have lost count somewhere in there because there has been a lot. Ohana, we will not be broadcasting the Friday game. The Pickles are headed down to Corvallis to play the Knights. They do broadcast their games. You will be able to find those. Pitch on the way, swung on, and that hit up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Hitting the bag at second, heading for third. Davis Carr, the throw to third. Not going to be in time. And just off the fence in front of the Pickles dugout. So give Hara a single. Advances to second on the throw in. David Carr gets to third. So runners on second and third. One down. That's right. No live chat. Corvallis does not allow the chat to be active on their broadcasts. Line of the pitch on the way, swung on and missed. 89-mile-an-hour fastball, 0-1. Should be a good series down there in Corvallis this weekend. One pitch, swung on and fouled off towards the Pickles dugout. Ricamini stares in at Hiraki. Looked like he shook him off once. Now comes set. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Got him. Aiden Espinoza down on strike. Second strikeout this inning for Caden Ricamini. Ron decorating the fences out there in left field. Got a baker's dozen hanging, if I'm not mistaken. Ben Parker, the center fielder, up 3 for 4 on the day. Pair of singles and a double. Swings through the first pitch, comes up empty, 0-1. We don't have the bullpen areas terribly well lit. It does look like somebody is up and moving in the bullpen for the Sweets. but I can't tell if they're actually throwing. That one hit up the middle, and that's going to be into center field for a base hit. Looks like that's going to plate 2 runs, and it does. A 2 RBI single for Ben Parker as Davis Carr and Kennedy Hara come in to score. You know, for the last game going in the West Coast League, you kind of got a slobber knocker here. I feel like we need just a few more runs before we refer to it as a Pier 6 brawl. That pitch hammered foul down the left field line by Manny Casillas, 0-1.
Way to go, Dylan T. Pickle. What a night for Dylan T. Pickle. DTP.
0-1 the count on Casillas. Riccomini with a throw over to first base. Parker back standing. Riccomini's 0-1 on the way. Swung on and fouled off right at home plate. Oh, friends, I definitely work some wrestling references into my broadcast. I'm not going to front about that. Every time I refer to Corvallis, I refer to them as the reigning, defending, undisputed West Coast League champions. I did say slobber knocker. It's a great word. Say it out loud. Tell me that's not fun to say. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Got him, strike 3. Manny Casillas down on strikes. Third strikeout this inning for Caden Riccomini, and that'll do it for the Sweets here in the 8th, but they plate 2 more. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning here at Walker Stadium. Pickles 12, Sweets 10.
Come to Oaks Park, where there's great fun for everyone. You won't want to wait, because a good time has so much fun.
Oaks Amusement Park is open for family fun Tuesday through Sunday all summer long. Located in Southeast Portland, a visit to the Oaks is an easy way to enjoy some quality family time while creating memories that will last a lifetime. Come for rides. Come for roller skating. Come for mini golf. Come for games. Come for the smiles on the faces of your friends and family as they enjoy the safe, wholesome fun of Oregon's historic amusement park. Make your visit on a weekday and save with summer discount deals, courtesy of Oaks Park's community partners. Check out oakspark.com to view this year's deals and plan your family fun.
Oaks Amusement Park.
Lead off the bottom of the 8th for your Pickles. Number 1, Dalton Mayshore.
Joe Simons letting you know that it's Dalton Mayshore due up first, followed by Zage Lancaster and Jack Metcho here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Landon Webb out for another inning's worth of work. His first pitch over for a strike, off-speed pitch at 72, 0-1. Donnybrook is also a fun word to say, but we did pass that up a few runs ago. Swung on, hit down the third base line. Nice stab by Mason Miller. Not so nice throw over to first base, sadly. Air-mailed that one. E5 gives Dalton Mayshore the pass at first base. That's unfortunate because that was a really nice grab off the dirt there over at third. Just rushed the throw a little bit and threw it a little high. Zage Lancaster due up for his first at-bat. Bunt shown. First pitch he sees tonight, up, ball one. Davis Card jumped up and threatened to throw down to first, but did not as Mayshore got back quickly. Glance over at first, now comes set. Webb with the 1-0 pitch, bunt pulled back, over for a strike. 1-1. You know, Tom, we're trying to keep it positive here. See, on Blazer night tomorrow night, somebody would have had the hops to come down with that. 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Lancaster falls behind in the count, 1-2. Lancaster's a lot of fun to watch. Carry this team, I don't know. Those were the words of Mags, but 1-2 pitch missing outside, ball 2, 2-2. Berms have thinned out a little bit tonight, as is expected. Just past the hour of 10 o'clock here on the West Coast. Very much later for that than for Tom Jones. 2-2 pitch on the way, outside, ball 3. Count goes full. Noise being made below. So somebody looking for a rally. 3-2 pitch on the way. Runner goes foul off. So Mayshore will head back to first. Full count on Lancaster. Metro due up next. Yeah, 1:02 in the morning there, friend. Over-under was set at 2 hours and 52 minutes tonight. First pitch at 7:13. So in about 3 minutes, if you have the over, congratulations, you won. Wide in the 3-2 once again, swung on, bounced foul down the third base side. Don't forget to celebrate the new NBA G League team, the Rip City Remix, playing in North Portland starting next year. I don't have any control over what they do for the promotions. My role here is to do the talking. 3-2 pitch, down to second for one, did not get the out. Over to first, did not get the out there as the ball was thrown away. So a fielder's choice, an E4. Mayshore ends up on at third. Zage Lancaster on at first. Yeah, Tom sticks it out a majority of the time. Very rarely do we lose him early. So Zage reaches on the fielder's choice. Mayshore advances to third on the E4. And we're having a conversation over at first base, arguing that there should have been an out at second base. From my clearly superior vantage point, far, far, far away, it looked like he was safe. The conversation continues down the first baseline. I believe that's Jared Molna out there having the conversation with Jacob Hudson. Somebody on the party deck yelling at them, hey, some of us want to go to bed. Well, nobody can say that Molna wasn't hurt out. Looked safe at second, was safe at second, and then got to advance to third on the wild relay throw. Hey, Gary, did he get tossed? He did get tossed already? I think so, too. The crowd down the first baseline erupted as I was trying to make notes in my playbook. And now they're singing, hey, 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 goodbye, as Jared Molna escorted off the field by home plate umpire Tyler Jettings. Oh. Who would have thought that you would have seen a manager get tossed into a baseball game where the score is 12-10 in the 8th inning? Oh my gosh. Oh, good times, friends. Good times. Your numbers across the scoreboard as it stands right now. For the visiting Walla Walla Sweets, 10 runs on 11 base hits, 3 errors, and 1 manager ejection. For your Portland Pickles, 12 runs on 13 base hits, 1 error, and no manager ejections. Didn't know that we upgraded the scoreboard during the offseason to have a column for manager ejections, did you? Should have come to the stadium and hung out. Sweets 3-1 this season when their head coach gets tossed. Wait a minute, Bananas. That means that your coach has been tossed 4 times already this season? Oh. I love the West Coast League so much. Throw over to first base. Zage Lancaster back safely. Just in case you'd forgotten, there was a baseball game going on here. Dalton Mayshore at third, Zage Lancaster at first, Jack Metcho at the plate. Runner goes, hit through the hole on the left side, and friends, grab your furniture. Raise those chairs. Dalton Mayshore comes in to score. RBI single for Jack Metcho. Zage Lancaster moves down to second base. We got a Kickstarter, a used Jumbotron. I wonder if there's a market for those. I love that the folks down in the Perch Furniture deck over by the first base dugout are raising the large chairs over there. Well done. Y'all are bringing it down there. Line and the pitch on the way. Bunt shown up the third base line. Well, Landon Webb went to field that, lost his footing, and everybody is safe. Gary, did that go down as a hit? Okay, thank you. Elijah Ferguson on at first, Metcho on at second, Lancaster on at third. And that one hit into center field. Bases brined. 1 run comes in to score. Everybody moves up 90 feet. Oh, boy. Armando Briseño with a first pitch RBI single. Landon Webb is being hung out to dry here. And, well, as soon as I say that, Landon Webb is going to be maybe rescued from the mound area. New coach Anthony Murillo comes out to the mound, does take the baseball from Landon Webb, who Had a rough outing, let's put it that way, friends. We're going to step away from the broadcast for just a moment. We will be back with the new pitcher for the Walla Sweets and probably not the line on Landon Webb in just a moment. Portland leading 14-10. Thank you.
Welcome to Stormbreaker Brewing, located off North Lombard in St. John's, Portland. We have plenty of space on the patio or up at the bar. We look forward to getting to know you over a delicious handcrafted cocktail or one of our rotating fresh pints. Whether you're looking for something light, dark, hoppy, or not hoppy, we've got you covered. Enjoy our extensive menu for both meat eaters and vegetarians with plenty of options to go. We love our pub in St. John's and meeting everyone that comes in. Hope to see you soon.
Very good. Picks in the lead. Picks are hot.
The Pirates drafted Dylan like in the 50th round. Still deciding.
Haven't signed the contract yet.
Rightly so, Dylan.
Yeah, don't let him lowball you on the bonus.
All righty, friends. New pitcher on the mound. That is number 26, Riley Kirkpatrick. Takes over for Landon Webb, who goes 3 innings. Gives up 6 hits, 6 runs. I didn't count how many folks he walked. He struck out 3.
Now batting, number 11, Blake Haraki.
Oh. Line in the first pitch. Kirkpatrick missing inside, ball 1. To reset, Armando Briseño at first, Elijah Ferguson at second, Jack Metcho at third. 2 runs in already this half inning. Kirkpatrick's 1-0, misses high, ball 2. 2-0. Kirkpatrick set, 2-0 pitch now, misses inside, ball 3, 3-0. And quite the firework noise. 3-0 pitch misses outside, ball 4. Riley Kirkpatrick comes in and drives in a run for the Pickles. Jack Metcho comes in to score. Elijah Ferguson to third. Armando Briseño to second. Blake Haraki with an RBI.
Shut down. Yeah, we're shut down.
Wait, did we just get hushed?
Batting for the Picks, number 4, Cooper Whitten.
Cooper Whitten to the plate. Well, this game is definitely more bonkers than last night's game was, that's for certain. I do believe we are getting the neighborhood shoosh. Line and the pitch on the way. Low, ball 1. 1-0. Yes, I'd like to thank Perch Furniture for providing the chairs that were being lifted earlier. That was delightful. Kirkpatrick set, 1-0 pitch on the way. Inside ball 2, 2-0. Kirkpatrick searching for the strike zone. Luke M checking in. Yeah, friend, you've missed a silly baseball game tonight. Cooper Witten's drawing a pair of walks tonight. Takes a look at the 2-0 pitch. Over for a strike. Count goes to 2-1. How do you shush the crowd? Well, it's not the crowd that gets shushed. It's Joe, Jeremiah, and our music/sound effects. It is 10 o'clock here in the Lents neighborhood of Portland. 2-1 pitch. Check swing. Does go. Count goes to 2-2. So we get politely asked to turn down the noise that we are creating. You can't really do much with the fans. They're going to be rowdy when they want to be rowdy. Yo, yeah, friend, the over slaughtered tonight. Yeah, so during the evening in which the lights went out at Walker Stadium, because that was the weekend, we were eventually told to be quiet about 11:30 to the point where we were not allowed to use the PA system anymore. We had folks on the party deck yelling out who was coming to the plate. Then, of course, the sprinklers went on at midnight, and then the lights went out at 12:15, and we still don't know how that game has ended. 2-2 the count on Cooper Whitten. Working with the bases loaded and nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 3 runs already in for Portland. 2-2 on the way. Swung on and fouled into the netting on the right. Well, some of the neighborhood residents are at the game, yes. Other residents in the neighborhood don't necessarily care that there is a lot of baseball that goes on at the park across the street from them during the summer. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Cooper Whitten down on strikes. First strikeout for Riley Kirkpatrick. Lineup turns over. Nigel Calderon to the plate. Hey, Carrie joining us in the chat. Glad to have you with us. Some say the game is still going on to this day. Well, I mean, it still hasn't ended, friend. No, Tom's usually with us to the end. He likes to hang out with the broadcast. We like having him along. Bases Brian once again. 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on. Hit sharply towards second. Relay to second. Not in time. Relay to third. Not in time. And into the Pickles dugout. No, not quite. Stopped just in front by the fencing there. So I believe that's L4, the put out on Calderon. 2 away. Jackson Jaha, 9th batter to the plate here in the 8th inning. Base is still full of Pickles. Pitch on the way. Over for a strike. Off-speed pitch at 76 miles an hour. 0-1. Kirkpatrick with the 0-1 pitch. Over the outer part of the plate for a strike. Jaha quickly behind 0-2. He stands in. Kirkpatrick comes set. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Got him. Strike 3. Jackson Jaha strikes out for the second at bat in a row. Second strikeout for Riley Kirkpatrick, and the 8th inning thankfully is over. Pickles plate 3 more runs. We head to the 9th. 3 more outs for the Walla Sweets, or 6 runs. We'll see what happens. Be back in a moment.
You don't go to a Pickles game because they play some generic version of baseball that you could see anywhere. So why buy a sofa like that? Check out Perch Furniture. We are hometown experts, wholly dedicated to getting you a great sofa. Perch Furniture is Portland born, West Coast built, and our sofas are adaptable in every dimension and detail. At social media, we're at Perch Furniture, perchfurniture.com, or available in our showroom. Go Pickles.
This is how you build a community of health and hope. With award-winning heart specialists, personalized women's care, a hospital 100 years in the making, and dozens of clinics that bring health and healing to your neighborhood, all strengthened by our partnership with OHSU. Adventist Health Portland, all the care you need, right where you need it.
Y'all went a little Pickles chat after dark in the chat, and I don't know that I'm old enough to read some of that stuff. To the top of the 9th inning we go. New pitcher on the mound for your Portland Pickles. Lewis Roses, if you're still hanging around, that is number 16, Kyler Stancato out on the mound. He's on to face Caden Wotipka, Mason Millar, and Caleb Gray. Numbers on the board for the visiting Sweets: 10 runs on 11 hits and 3 errors. For Portland, 15 runs on 16 hits and 1 error. Stancato's first pitch of the ball game swung on, popped up right side and out of play. Stancato back up on the bump. Wotipka steps back in. Wind in the 0-1 pitch on the way. Misses low, ball 1. TC Games checking in. Glad to have you join us. Yes, 15-10, friend. Game has been the definition of silly. 1-1 on the way. Swung on. Bounced down the third base line, but foul. Well, I hope you had fun joining us, Ohana, although I guess it's in the afternoon, late afternoon there. Winding the 1-2 pitch on the way. That one was outside from the start and wasn't going to break back in. Stancato now with the 2-2 pitch, swung on and just past the outstretched arm of Jack Metcho at short. Caden Wotipka with a leadoff single here in the 9th. So 1 on, nobody out. Paul Smithson going to join us at the stadium tomorrow night. It'll be good to have him here. First pitch swung on and missed by Millar, 0-1. Yeah, sunset in Hawaii, I bet, friend. Well, Tipka gets a lead over at first. 0-1 to Millar, misses high, ball one. Millar singled his last time up in the 7th. I'm not against extra innings. Well, I think the folks in the press box might lobby against that. Andrew, good to have you join us this evening. Take care of yourself, friend, and I'm sure we'll see you down the line somewhere. Stancato comes set. 2-1 pitch on the way. That one in there for a strike. Count evens up at 2-2. Caleb Gray on deck. Right on, Lewis. Well, you're watching Kyler Stancato pitch out there. Wind and the 2-2 on the way now. Got him looking, strike 3. Mason Millar down on strikes. First time he was struck out this evening. First strikeout for Kyler Stancato. And I think that's 15 overall now for your Pickles pitchers. Caleb Gray at the plate. Stancato's first pitch to Caleb in there for a strike. 0-1. Tom looking for a double play to end this one. 0-1 pitch on the way. Floats high outside. Ball one. Well, Tipka gets the lead over there at first base. About 2.5 steps. 1-1 pitch on the way. Inside. Ball 2-1. Stancato comes set, stares over at first, now brings in the 2-1 high. Ball 3. Waffle House time, good call. I did not end up stopping for the strawberry shake at Burgerville on the way home last night. 3-1 pitch, check swing. Count goes to 3-2. Instead, I had to stop and fill up the vehicle with gas, so I went into the convenience store and bought one of those Ruby Jewel ice cream sandwiches, and that was delightful. Walker Stadium getting a little rowdy. 3-2 pitch, swung on, hammered out to center field. That one is off the wall, off the Burnside banner. Get the ball back into the infield. It's going to be a double. Wotipka had to hold. Made it to third. Caleb Gray with a double. So runners on at second and third, one down. Coach Brian Grant out to have a conversation with Kyler Stancato. Blake Haraki going to join the conversation on the mound. Looks like Armando Briseño also going to come in and join the conversation. That was hit hard. Off the Burnside, a whiskey banner in right center field. I don't necessarily disagree with you there, Luke, but if you're Walla Walla, you do not want an out at third base or home plate. So I can understand the tendency to hold. Coach Grant heads back to the Pickles dugout. Stancato left alone on the mound. Jack Metcho had also joined in for part of the conversation. Runners on at second and third, one down. Stancato's first pitch to Carr, misses, ball one. Wind and the 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on, popped up, parking lot bound. Count evens up at 1-1. That was a fun interview last night between Armando and Andrew, yes. So TC Games, we did a promo over the winter where you could pre-order a jersey customized with your name and number on it. That time has passed, but I am told that we will be doing that again. So make sure you check the website. Wind and the 1-2 pitch on the way. Misses low ball 2. So yes, there will be an opportunity for you to get a customized Pickles jersey once again. It's just not right now. If that opportunity comes up during the season or I learn more about it, I will pass information along on the broadcast. 2-2 pitch on the way. Misses low ball 3. 3-2. Yep, mine has 12 and checks on the back of it. Actually, I think I put Checksy on the back of that one. Stancato now with the 3-2 pitch on the way. In there, strike 3. Got him looking. Davis Carr down on strike. Second strikeout for Kyler Stancato.
Reminder, the party deck closes immediately after the game. We need sleep.
How about a hat? We don't get to customize the hats. We don't have the technology yet. First pitch missing, low and inside, ball 1. Cruz Hepburn been aboard once, back in the 4th, struck out his last 2 times up. This is the first year they've had jerseys with their names on the back, and it is delightful. They seem very happy about it, which is always nice. Count goes to 1-1 on Cruz Hepburn. Look good, play good. Not wrong, friend. Stancato now with the 1-1 pitch. Low and inside, 2-1. One more and we're done. Oh, 2-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Count evens up at 2-2. Oh. I'd say probably about 8 to 900 or so of the folks that were here at the start of the game still here hanging out. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Got him. Cruz Hepburn strikes out, 3rd strikeout of the inning for Kyler Stancato. 17 overall for your Pickles pitchers and friends. We'll call that one a ball game. Your happy totals tonight for the visiting Walla Sweets, 10 runs on 13 hits and 3 errors. For your hometown Portland Pickles, 15 runs on 16 base hits and 1 error. Friends, it was a delight to have you along on the broadcast this evening. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Please join us tomorrow night at 7:05-ish for Blazers night, and
Pickles! See you tomorrow.
Thank you.